Let's see if we can make it through the show without the game crashing, without the stream crashing.
Mine didn't crash.
Yeah, you cut it off early yesterday.
I had a meeting,
All
man.
signs point to no.
All signs point to no, huh?
You've crashed the last 2 days. I'm just playing the odds here.
Oh, that was you. I thought that was one of Jack's
My
Jack's
magic
messages.
8 ball.
Nope,
Magic
that would
8
be
ball.
me.
My mom,
Hi,
magic
Mom.
8 ball.
I used to do the closing announcements at a store I worked at. They thought I was recording.
That's funny. All right, here we go. Thursday. Right on the set. Zoom Room video sponsored by the BMC.
All right. Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB, Radio Free Britannia. In no other frickin' better place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, two idiots who misinterpret the news, so you don't have to. The dynamic duo themselves, Laz and Jack.
And greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to do anything other than question your own life choices and ours for covering Shroud of the Avatar. Yeah.
Simon, Rich Troll, and everybody
it's a thing,
else
man.
getting in there joining us today. Welcome, everybody. 1-0 out there making himself another sitting target today. Didn't you learn from yesterday? 1-0?
That AFKing right on the lot. Yeah.
Well, he doesn't say
'cause
AFK
he's been there-
right now.
Well, he's been sitting there for at least an hour.
He's been sitting here for the last 3 days now. Maybe he's lying in wait today. Who knows? Well, we shall see, I guess.
Yes, and Tina loves questioning his life choices.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Question
Yeah,
your
so-
life choices always.
You ready to talk about some Tweeterverse?
I'm ready to talk about all sorts of interesting
Good,
stuff
'cause
that's
th-
going
th-
on
then-
right now because there's some interesting stuff happening and stuff that I don't necessarily agree with, but it's there now, so we're going to talk
Okay.
about it. So we're going out to 22 hours ago.
Well, did we cover the live patch was underway with movement and visual fixes?
Yes, we did. That wasn't coming out
Okay.
till this morning.
Okay, and now 22 hours ago, just heard the QA release is pointing to at 12:49. Looks like this was a side effect of our AWS database problems last night. Database was rolled back to a state before the publish, Safest option is just to do another release and push that. So working on that for later tonight. Then followed that up also 22 hours ago. Update. Fix was easier than expected to get the published stuff fixed. If you patch QA now, you should get 1253. 2 hours ago, new QA live with the citywide vendor list. There will be a key mappable in the options user interface to toggle it on or off, and go give it a try so Wizard Smoke can hear some feedback.
Feedback.
With some feedback from Necronut, where he went to Crafter's Town and opened up the vendors listings windows. It's still loading. Solid couple of minutes so far.
Just let's go open the topic.
Yeah. Might need to find a way to limit loading the items until a sorting option has been selected. It's frozen up a couple of times too. That's probably at the high end. I mean, Vulcan Jedi is like, that's probably at the high end of vendors. Wonder what a smaller population pot yields. Yeah, you know what? That would be the best place to test it. Would be a town with a ton of vendors, not one with very few. So that way you can optimize that database query. Crossfire Bug's Eye says, it takes me about 3 minutes just my vendors.
How do you do that? I didn't know there was an option for that.
Yeah.
Let's get to the topic. Last topic I posted in there because I missed that in my mail today. So.
Oh, the new vendor listings in Zone.
That's the one.
Thanks for adding this. Go to your options controls, add a key binding to toggle vendor listings in Zone. The listing is a bit way too slow. And this is the same thing that
he also went to Crafter's Town. Yes, that's right.
Yeah. And it's like, Tina's like, yeah, my bank is bad enough with 1,000 items. It should have been obvious that this needs optimization. Coswald's very happy to see this. I'm hoping that buy orders are also added, as I feel they would be incredibly helpful to new players in getting a fair price for their efforts and gathering a cornerstone of new players and even veteran players. I'm also curious about how the vendor list is propagated, specifically as it relates to this message. Pinewood, listed for sale by Mr. Noodle. This item is not currently available to the public because the vendor that it is associated with is currently not placed on a housing lot.
Ooh, very interesting. Bug.
Are the vendors that are in trunks included on that list? Maybe might be loaded in a basement or hidden in a deco pallet. Vendor in a trunk, maybe. I don't know.
Vendors in storage. Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, you can find somebody who's hiding some cool stuff by taking their vendor down that way, Somebody put some stuff up and pull their vendor.
Yeah. It's something.
And Lane says, maybe the cache data, if I've opened it already and not left a scene, is already a refresh link in case I feel the need to fetch the list again. The house name would be a useful column to add. Yeah, see, the one thing that I've heard so far, I saw that in another thread. Where did I see that?
Stymie's like, I want a keyword search.
You want a keyword search? Who had the...
He just wants a key.
Yeah, I saw it someplace. Where did I see it?
Give them an inch, take an astronomical unit. Something like that. It's only 0.01 AU away.
Cowboy Bill, y'all, you're funny.
How many arc seconds is that? Okay.
Now I got to go look and see where I saw that. Oh, I know where it was. It was. Let's go out to today on QA. How about that? Today on QA.
Okay. Today on QA, release 93. We played around a bit on QA yesterday on build 1253. The Novia slide was just a fad, at least nothing I was able to reproduce on the overworld. So hopefully it is indeed fixed for good.
There you go, Tina.
Devilcolt's work on a tidier expanded stats window is looking rather sharp and is considerably easier to read. This was first brought to my attention by Gwendolyn Obscuro, and the consolidation helps to fit all stats on heavily worked items on the screen, even at lower resolutions. Random Pro Tooltip: binding Control F11 as your alternate screenshot hotkey will let you intuitively take screenshots that include the expanded stats.
Or use Steam and just hit F12. Hello. Hello.
Man, Windows key Shift S.
Yeah, you know, I like the single shot one key jobby myself, but this
Windows
is the
key
one.
Shift S.
This is the one that we were talking about the other day, being able to see all 5 masterworks instead of just 3 masterworks.
Yes.
And Devil Cult kicking its ass and taking its names again, getting her done. Get her done.
Well, this one that's here has 3 masterworks, though, not all 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, 6.
That's 5 enchantments, but 3 masterworks.
I believe it was the combination that you could see all of the stuff that was done to it, basically. Yeah. So
yes.
If you couldn't see everything, then you're only seeing 3 items to begin with. You see 6 items here in this. So.
Yep, but much better as far as descriptions of what all is available. And the real question is, who is this? I do not know who this is. Hold on.
You're live on the air. See, if I don't know who it is, I don't answer the damn phone. That's just me. Simple enough.
Yeah, but the Cone of Cold skill was removed as a combo and added to the water tree. The stats for this skill are clearly unfinished at the moment. Rinaldi informs us that it cannot yet be trained. So
cannot be trained.
I like how Cone of Cold is all one word in this description.
Yes. Cone of Cold. Cone of Cold. Cone of Cold.
Cone of Cold. Cone of Cold. The Lightning Storm skill has been added to the Air Tree. The skill was borrowed from the Frost Giant, and one would imagine the immense 30-unit radius will be greatly reduced. By comparison, Ring of Fire is radius 30. And this is also another skill that cannot be trained.
By comparison, Ring of Fire radius is 5, this says on my screen. Do I need to refresh that?
Did I not say that?
No, you said Ring of Fire radius is 30 along with...
Sorry. By comparison, Ring of Fire is radius 5.
Yeah, okay. Just checking.
yeah. Not
so,
radius 30
Tina, are they being removed, or are they just... is that what you call a removal, or is that a wish list item come true, that we finally add combos to a single click so that it can be used that way?
Yes.
Move means it's not a combo. Well, you know what? I would like to have all the combo icons just as a single click. I mean, that's one of my wish list items. If you bring up the combo, how do we get to the combo thing now? We got to go to where was it? It's under your combat decks now. Modified deck combos. The combos actually have their own unique glyph, so I don't know why we can't just have that unique glyph placeable on said. Yeah, well, Tina, we were promised more combos
Hey, man.
3 years
No,
ago because they were
five,
so
6 years ago.
easy, so
So easy to
easy
create.
to
Yeah.
put and add into the game. But
And
yeah, we're
he'll do
still
like
waiting.
10 or 12 combos a month.
Yeah, and we're still waiting. That's right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would love to just be able to take this glyph and drag it right down to my hotbar and be able to just use that glyph. So that's just me. Just what I would like to see. So
Well, if I told you what I'd like to see, then
yeah.
you'll just be very, very confused.
No, we all know what you'd like to see.
What would I like to see?
But we couldn't show that on stream.
Oh,
Nudes.
don't know what you're talking about, man. Just because I can't show the artwork that's in my home, other than like post it in a channel that's marked not safe for work. But yes, miscellaneous check-in items that weren't necessarily expected to change and didn't include horse jumping, not yet implemented.
Still waiting.
Yeah, non-tiered artifacts such as Kabbalist hoods and weapons, and PAX rings still don't give imbued gems on salvage. Yes. And then there's notes from build 1255 with the town vendor search has been implemented, though it does not currently give an option to mark the vendor.
There is a filter there, so if that who said they wanted to be able to do keyword search, filter's there. Yeah. Lava Geeks in the house. What's up, Gixie?
Yeah, and hi there, Gixie. And then after that, Devil Cult just alphabetized that menu, and that didn't last long.
Yeah, didn't last too long.
So now, open a window. It's right in the middle.
Is report bug back there finally? I was told there. I guess it is.
Is that there?
Yeah, well, for a while there, for a short time during the release, apparently it went missing. Yeah, it went missing for a while. Also, not alphabetized, but
yeah,
but it's there now.
Yeah, and it's in production, so it is there. But yes, that is what is currently on QA. So thank you to Coswald and every Alley-oop and everyone else that's been testing those things out on QA and updating us as to what's actually out there on QA.
Yes. Now, of course, the big question is there going to be the option to mark said vendor and then use the compass location?
To go to that vendor, yes.
That's right. Lava Geeks with the sub. Thank you, Lava Geeks.
Does that mean we're playing some marbles?
That's Lava Geeks has got to give us a track number.
Yeah, so simply marvelous.
Yeah, well, gotta make a buck somehow, brother.
Yeah.
Got a sub to get rid of those commercials.
Hey, or you could always watch on my stream, and sub over there, and
Yeah, you
contribute
still
one of your
get
bits.
commercials, just not as many as I do. But
Well,
see,
if
I
you
get,
have AdBlock Plus installed, you don't
I
see
get,
them.
I get paid for the commercials. You don't. See, there's a difference there.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah, AdBlock Plus, kill my revenue. Yeah, thanks, Jack. Kill your revenue. Thanks, Jack. Yeah.
I don't make any
don't-
money from the ads.
But well, see, you should be, and that's the problem. You know, you don't take advantage of all those income streams that are available out there.
Not everyone will sit there and do it, and um then we'll get into how everything is out, how you are actually the product, as in the viewer, of just receiving random
Product of
crap
our
ads.
madness.
Yeah.
Product of our madness.
Yeah,
Because
it's like, why is Facebook free? Because you are the product that they are selling. They
that's
are
right.
selling all your information. Yes.
So, Gixie, you want to play some marbles? Give us a track number.
Okay.
1 through 59, or random.
Or a higher number that's a community map. Track 69, of course.
Community maps.
Community maps. And then get a click more. And then scroll down to 69, which is going to be a professional memorable flashback.
And by the way, since we got you here, I loved your new rap song. We played that
Yes.
a couple weeks back. Gixie doing another new Strategy Avatar rap, drinking his apple juice. Great stuff in the morning. Apple
early
juice,
in the
yeah.
morning, apple juice. Very frothy apple juice. Okay. I bet it was extra cold, straight from the bottle. Okay. Let's go ahead. And did you also have Concept Gaming's professional memorable flashback up
I
on
do.
the screen?
I do.
Okay, we are
actually got
clicking
the same
start.
game.
In 3, 2, 1, start.
69 seconds to get in on track 69, thanks to the lovely Gix.
Yep, and waiting for Scroda to respond to my messages.
But he's not
Okay.
bouncing in the background on you today? No, he's not.
No.
Although Tummy
Okay.
Rumble Thunderbottom is sitting inside his horse as usual.
Yep, because that's not a bug.
Bug. Actually
Okay.
been reported, but apparently not too high on the list.
Well, nothing's really too high on the list. Yes. I love your horse too, Bridget Royal. I just don't like your method of entering into your horse.
His horse is ours?
Well, no, that would be from the backside. Okay.
And here we go.
Okay. Swirling down the purple hole. Who's going to be the first one to delve deep into the purple hole? Is it going to be Bratty? Is it going to be Cowboy Bill, y'all? Is it going to be me?
This is a funkadelic track, I tell you what.
Looks like Cowboy Bill is the first one to plunge his head deep into the hole. I'm confused where this beat's coming from on this map.
I don't hear anything on the map.
You're not listening to the sound effects.
I got sound effects on. I just don't hear anything. The heck? Crossfire Bug's Eye ejected. Gradius in the lead.
Cowboy Bill, y'all, has the lead over on my stream.
Tina ejected.
Heg Pets is currently in second. Uh-oh. Cowboy Bill had a little navigational error.
Oh,
But
I
he
like
still
this
maintains
obstacle.
the lead.
That's a pretty cool new obstacle.
Which one?
The platformer.
We've seen that before.
I don't recall seeing it on another track.
Yeah, we've seen it before. But Heg Pets steals the lead from Cowboy Bill. And this looks like we're coming down to the end of something. Uh-oh.
Mom
We have
steals the
rings
lead.
in the rings, and Heg Pets goes right through it.
Oh, Mom
All the
shot
way to
back
the
up the
end.
other way.
And Heg Pets is victorious.
And Lava Gix slides on through for the win. Holy crap.
sweet.
What an upset.
What is Heg Pets' in-game name? I can't remember.
Is it Heg Pets?
No.
No.
Heg Pets, what's your in-game name? Okay, you're going to message me? Okay.
And Gixie, are you Gix Vargash? Is that what it is?
Yes, he is.
How do you spell that last name?
Vargach.
CH, not SH. Okay, there we go.
Yeah. Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, I will never remember that name there, Heg Pets. But you're a wiener. And you've got some scrolls in your in-game mailbox. They're guaranteed not to fizzle. Okay. Teleport in peace or something like that. Okay. Now, where are we going to?
We're going to be doing a giveaway here in just a moment. Before we do anything else, I just got to finish sending those scrolls out to Gixie.
Yes, welcome to the Wieners Club.
And let's go ahead and find out what we're giving away a copy of.
Comrades,
refresh.
Is it possible to resume volunteer support for translation into Russian?
That would be a question for support at portalarium.com.
Yes. It would be nice if that community action was completed. You can also post in the forums. Let's go find that forum list, and let's go find the translation resources.
We've got a copy of Head Snatchers. $14.99 on Steam for one lucky winner coming up in just a moment.
In that forum right there that I linked, which is the link to the localization forums.
Congratulations.
And the great thing is, Laz, click on this link and see what they did to the localization forums. And laugh hysterically.
Yeah, I've seen that. Let me get this out the Bax try real quick.
Yeah. Because
which link is that? The one you just posted in there?
The one I just posted in Discord. Just so that way you can laugh at it. That's the localization forums, where the last post was someone that would like to help translate into Spanish. And no response from Portalarium. Portnip, monitor your own. There is a Russian localization question in there.
Oh, this isn't the actual Oh, localization. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, localization.
Because I was gonna say, if you go to the forums themselves and go all the way down, you got avatars around the world where you got the Dutch,
But
French, but
yeah,
that's
and
just
Russian
a forum chat.
for those languages. Yeah.
That's not actual localization for in game. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. If they're going to say, "Hey, we are not going to do any more localization," they should at least update the forum to say, "Hey, we're not doing any localization."
Well,
Where to
again,
volunteer? Yeah.
where to volunteer? Yes, volunteer. People who are willing to give them time for free in order to get the
Yes.
localization done. So why you would not take people up on this would be, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
Join the
No clue.
localization team from 2017. So,
Yes.
and yeah, the other one, like you said, was 2020 and the end
Yeah.
of last year, December.
Yeah, but the last post on it was September 3rd, 2021.
Translate to Spanish? Oh, yeah. Okay. I
Yep.
see that from Lilithan. Okay.
Yeah, and then it's like no response from. Oh wait, Duke Olorand is actually on the localization team, and he's like, "Yeah,
Sorry.
yes,
Gonna read that for everybody?
sorry,
Or
they have put the
shall I?
localization project to its grave. You can still switch to your selected language and get a mixture of translated content, which has not been changed after translation since release, and newer content which falls back to English as soon as a simple typo in the English edition got changed. We, the former translators, have not even access to the tools to perform some corrections editions on our own."
And there is your answer from back in
Yeah.
April of this year.
Yes. And Lilithan is like, "Man, this is a half translated game. Wolf is translated as elf. Boar is translated as bear. Worn cape is translated as worm cape. Oh my god, who would even want to wear a cape of worms? And the
Oh, I
logs,
would.
beams, boards are all called wood. In
Would.
addition to many, 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 many,
Would.
many misspellings. Yes. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
Tina's like,
best bet we can tell you is bug them, pester them, support at portalarium.com and, say, hey, man, we're willing to do
yeah.
this and see what you get. And if you get an answer, please report back to us and let us know what happens.
Yeah, hopefully they do something.
As we'd be curious to find out what their replies are going to be on that. Let's talk about some livestock. This is something that we've had talk
Some
about.
livestock. I mean, the questions about like the farming simulator that we've been requested for years and years and years. Livestock farming. This offers a new profession, livestock farming, as an extension of agriculture. It's the breeding of fish, oysters, insects, and other creatures in aquariums or terrariums. An aquarium terrarium for a livestock farmer is simpler to planting bed for agriculture, but instead of glass cells, instead of which are grown creatures.
And then you can right click on that image and open the image in a new tab so that we can actually see the images that he provided for people to see, because his links aren't working. So that's what he put up for the aquarium type.
Yes. And fish, oysters, and water bait aquariums with water are seeded with fish, or oyster eggs aquariums for growing bait are seeded with bait. Fish eggs can be obtained from some chance from fishing, butchering raw fish, or purchasing from a fishing vendor. Caviar. Fish eggs can also be used as bait. Instead of watering, you need to feed the fish, oyster, or bait with universal compound feed. What's a universal compound feed?
He explains that later, which makes absolutely no sense, but we'll get to that, and we'll get to that at the bottom.
It's an idea, though.
Well,
when collecting,
again, we'll talk about that when we get to it.
Yeah. When collecting a grown fish can get a farmed fish with some chance for fish eggs. Harvesting oysters produces black pearls with some chance of oyster eggs. When collecting ripe baits, you get lots of water baits, which means that you would actually have to go with the different water types as well for that fish growing, fish farming. Beetles, grasshoppers, spiders, and worms, dry terrariums seeded with beetles or spider eggs, terrarium for growing worms or grasshoppers seeded with these baits. Spider eggs with some chance can be obtained by field dressing killed spiders and can also be purchased from a pet vendor. Beetle eggs with some chance can be obtained from foraging wild cotton or purchased from a pet vendor. Everyone knows where found worms and grasshoppers are. Where are your snakes, man? Beetles, spiders, and bait also need to be fed with universal compound feed when collecting grown spiders. Can get a web and with some chance spider eggs. That would be spider silk.
Yes, which he gives you a nice picture of here in a terrarium as well.
Which is actually ironic because the best way to do that would be growing worms. The best silk comes from worms, not from spiders. The universal compound feed is made at a cooking station. Universal feed for livestock farming. Recipe: 1 piece meat, 1 piece fish, 1 vegetable component, 1 vein, 1 entrail, 1 animal bone equals 6 portions of compound feed. These are some very cannibalistic animals. Yes.
Well,
yeah,
meat and meat byproducts.
That's right. I've seen silk from beer. Tina, that's a beer I wouldn't want to drink. Then let's see, we do have fire elementals and lava rocks. Hardened glass terrarium seeded with a fire elemental pollen. Pollen can be obtained by looting killed fire elementals, lava elementals, or obsidian golems, or purchased from an alchemist. Also, with some probability, pollen can be obtained from mining brimstone deposits or sulfurish ash deposits. Also, with some probability, pollen can be obtained by fishing in lava. Instead of watering, fire elements should be fed with the mineral compound feed. Collecting fire elementals yields sulfurish ash and some chance of fire elemental pollen.
So, GMOs, taming fire elementals.
Sulfurous ash. Yes, that is correct. Because sometimes your farts are sulfurous. Generally means that you ate some eggs that are high in sulfur. No real need to go through the mineral compound feed, but I'm not a big fan of those compound feeds.
Yeah, I just
I do like the aquarium terrarium feature for some of the smaller things. But at the same time, it's like we need our livestock, sheep, cows, cats, dogs, whatever. And chickens need to lay eggs.
Don't you get eggs off killing chickens?
Chickens should lay eggs.
Well, if you could farm them. Unfortunately, we don't have any animal husbandry or anything like that yet, so that's one of those things that we would like to see. And Stymie says he commented on that post because Lilith Ann already had a comment. So let's see what Stymie's got to say.
Yeah. Lilith said this is very cool. Other than insects. And Malhari likes it. And then Stymie comes back with, well, this is an interesting idea. I see little actual value to any of it. What is the point of raising spiders? The only thing they're good for is spider silk and venom sacs, and you can get plenty of both by hunting and killing them. Raising worms and hoppers.
Wouldn't it be easier to farm them?
Yeah, farm it. I mean, why do you have to hunt? You should be able to do everything without hunting as well. Because some people are townies, man. Like Lass and myself.
That's right.
Yeah,
some of us don't want to go out there and deal with the elements and the baddies and getting bit by poisonous spiders. We'd rather just farm that shit.
Chill in town. And I mean, it's like I also want my tree farms with a variety of trees. So that way I can just like go through, grow trees and then cut them down and then grow more. Oh yeah. But yes, raising worms and hoppers, I get more than I can use by looting buckets of worms and harvesting cotton plants. Being able to farm other baits is also a bad idea, that it would destroy the whole concept of having uncommon, scarce, and rare baits. Raising beetles, the carapace is supposed to be uncommon item, and being able to raise and harvest it would destroy its value.
Overpriced.
Yeah. Finally, oysters. This has been requested for years. And while we all know the dev team has considered it, it's still a bad idea it is the only true gold sink in the game. You know what? If you want to bring back the gold sinks, raise rents.
Taxes.
Change the taxes.
Raise taxes.
We have increased your property taxes by quadruple. Yeah.
Because taxes were supposed to be the main gold sink.
Oh.
The city lot was supposed to be owned by a guild, having 10 people.
In Bridget Royal, Bard is an episode 2 skill anyways. All the Bard stuff is episode 2.
Yes. Which is not complete yet. Bard.
Yeah. But yes, and it's like, yes, I'm of the opinion that we kind of need something like this. Some of the aquarium terrarium stuff is a little bit overkill. But like for the aquariums, it's like exotic pet fish. You know what? I'm fine with that. Spiders. I mean, it's like, what kind of spiders do people really keep? They keep
tarantulas.
But tarantulas. But it's just cool to look at. It doesn't really do anything else other than that. But when it comes to oyster farming, that absolutely needs to come into the game. And then we need to reassess the gold sinks that are available.
Lots more gold sinks. Lots
more gold sinks. And you know what? It's like, that's where it's like, if we implement that system of players vendors having a finite amount of gold. Okay. Start there. Vendors having a very finite amount of gold. But they have very few materials. And the way that their inventories are restocked is players go sell their inventories to them.
But if they have a finite amount of gold, so what are you saying? That they resell them to other players for a profit,
That's
hence
correct.
increasing the gold that's on the vendor? Is that how that works?
So remember that also means that you have to have some sort of expiration of those items that are placed on the vendor's inventory.
Hmm.
And that's when their
Sounds
gold
like too
also
much
gets
work.
reset. If their gold value is reset, then boom, you have purged and you've allowed players to actually sell excess stuff and to vendors. And that way you end up with, hey, you need pumpkin seed or you need pecan nuts or whatever. Someone's gone through and sold them to the vendor. They're there for a limited amount of time before they expire.
Interesting enough.
And so the economy is truly player
Tina says
driven.
he's been saying this since day one.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's like if you start thinking about like what all's available, it's like the concept of vendor trash. It's like you just keep on going to the vendor and sell them everything you can. And you can keep on doing that forever. So gold is just created. You need to have a finite amount of gold, and you actually have to have people go and buy the stuff in order to replenish that gold on that vendor.
So let's go back and revisit the new vendor listings in Zone, because there's been some more commentary there. And
Well,
of
I
course,
closed that tab.
well, you're not supposed to
need to go-
close that tab.
Well, we already went past it, man. Hold on. Now I got to go find that post. New vendor listing in Zone there. Okay. Maybe cache the data if it opened it
No,
already.
we already did that
Not
one.
with the scene. Majority is like, well, it is a step if no global item search implement is implemented. That is,
That is a global item search. Hello.
I can't quite see why searching for one item globally would be impossible. No, we don't want a global item search.
Don't want the count search either, but it's going to be put in anyway against everybody's objection.
Well, not everybody. A lot of people are asking for both.
Well, I guarantee you, it's one of them 50-50s, and he went with the people who pay more. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway.
But she wants it expanded to multiple towns.
I don't know where you see that, Sid.
Who's going to go to each town searching like this? Maybe one or two towns will still have leaves, too much player base, and unknown left out. One reason for global item search is everyone is included. So a global item search is fan-fucking-tastic for a person buying something. It is absolutely the worst thing possible if you are a vendor selling stuff when someone's offering the exact same thing.
Same difference, Tina.
Because what's going to happen?
People who paid him attention.
What?
Paid him attention.
Oh, paid him. Yes. Yes. He went with the people that gave bits during the stream.
Oh, no. Tina's saying it's the people who hit him up on Twit and stream, which, again, people who paid him attention.
Paid. P-A-I-D. Yes.
Yeah. That was my comment. Yes.
Yeah. But if you're a crafter, you are of any kind, that's where you end up seeing that prices just continuously drop, because the only way that you're going to sell that item is someone's going to keep on lowering everything to where there's no value in any of it.
That was my argument, and everybody. And again, my argument was you'll eventually get down to 1 gold above cost, and people are like, no, that'll never happen. Yes, it will happen.
It will end up with people that are so bad that they'll be selling items at below cost.
At below cost, just to get you out to their vendor. Now, I actually do that with a couple items. I sell a couple items that just are stupidly low, and I get people who come and buy up my stuff because they know that they can resell it for more. But I also get them out to my vendors, and while they're there, they usually buy other items, which is the point of selling some items below cost, is to get people into your store. A lot of gas stations sell cheap gas because when they come in, they can sell you that 5-cent slushy for $2.99. That's why they do it. Is they make their money on the other sales when you walk through the front door, and that's the whole point. But when everybody and their dog, and again, I think Mom would agree that his mom even commented on it yesterday. I don't think she'd want to compete in the farming market with a global vendor search, because she's already, she's complaining and having a tough time because prices are just way too friggin' low for the amount of time and energy put in to make the items, right?
It's one where time is money and money is time. I mean, it's like global vendor search is fantastic for people buying. It's horrific for people that are selling stuff.
Actually, stymie, that would be their hot dogs. The roasted chickens they make money on. Trust me, is when you sell a roasted chicken.
The $6 rotisserie chicken that they were selling,
which I'm having
that was near cost, but it's everything else is. But Costco makes money even at selling.
It's the $1.50 hot dog and drink that makes them more money, and it's because I don't know how they make money selling them off at next to nothing.
Costco has hot dogs.
Oh yeah, you don't know that
for $1.50.
Costco sells more hot dogs than just about anybody else in the world.
What?
Look up Costco hot dogs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's pull this up real quick.
Oh, see, I've never eaten one of their. I've never actually gone to one of their. I mean, I've got a Costco card, but I have to go in and take a picture. I just order online.
Oh yeah, here's the link. We'll have some fun with it. Why is Costco's hot dog combo still so cheap? $1.50. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Since 35 years, and it's still $1.50.
Impressive.
Yeah, but
I was actually reading the same article.
Yeah, they built their own hot dog plant. They sell more hot dogs, and I mean it's is just to hammer things home. A man worth over $100 billion threatened to kill a man worth over $100 million over the price of $1.50 hot dog. That's capitalism.
Hey man, it gets people to buy their real hot dogs. So.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But it's just one of them unexplained mysteries of the universe. I don't know why that came up. But yes, and now they're $1.85. Is that right?
Yep.
Costco's $1 hot dog since 1985. And it's actually a quarter-pound beef hot dog, believe it or not.
Sounds impressive.
Yeah, well, you know.
Yeah. But yeah, global vendor, bad idea. Regional vendors, also bad idea, but
bad.
Because next someone's going to be like, man, why did Jack and Laz sell their scrolls for 150 gold each?
Because
That's
Time.
what we've been doing since day
Yeah.
one.
That's right. And so what were you doing right before the show today? How much time did you have to put in for that?
So if we look at my inventory, and here I'll even I'll even trade it with you, just so that way you can see what I've been doing. I've got 8,000 wood pulp on me.
Yeah. How long did
Now,
it take you to make all that wood pulp?
probably like 6 or 8 hours.
Yeah.
And it's so I spent a couple of hours before the show. It's like I did log in earlier. I think I only did like 5 different runs or something like that because work. But but the amount of time that it takes to convert wood scrap to wood pulp, followed that by the time it takes to craft scrolls, you're looking at a considerable amount of time
Look at
in
that.
order to do these things.
There's one of
And
them rare
buzzkill,
animal collars sold.
when you actually start looking at the amount of time that it takes in order to do that versus
Go
the actual
get the
price,
pulp.
people are losing their ass
Go
on
get
it.
the wood scrap.
Yeah.
Process the wood scrap. Make the scrolls. Gather the stuff for the scrolls. Or
And
you just buy it all in bulk and you don't do any of that stuff. Like
yeah, but it is one where it's like players should be charging prices that actually take into account everything that they're doing. So, like, if you're only selling like one crafted piece of gear and it is a phenomenal piece of gear, how many failures did you realistically have before you got to that one perfect piece of gear?
Well, see, if you want to look at it from a methodology that I've looked at a lot of times, if you actually gone out, collected all this stuff yourself, did all the work yourself, and the only thing you're out is time because all the resources you got for free. So if you actually farmed all the resources and processed all the resources, with the exception of fuels, of course, we got to throw that little in there, but all the other cost was free. Now, if you're like me, where you buy stuff based on market prices, again, I don't buy. Yeah, I think the market price for wood pulp these days is like 5 gold pieces, which I think is ludicrous, and I refuse to pay it.
Yeah.
And at one time, I had one guy trading me 1-for-1. If I'd give him 30,000 wood scrap, he'd give me back 30,000 wood pulp. Um, then they decided to add a fuel to it. And even at that, he was still good at, and then I guess he got tired of losing money, I guess, or whatever. He crafted up his skill to where he wanted it. And then, there's always people willing to work for different ideals and ideologies. That's the word I'm looking for. You can make, barters in the game as well as other stuff. But looking at the time, we've got to start wrapping things up here.
Oh,
So.
yeah.
We'll talk more about this and other stuff right here on NBNN tomorrow. But till then, we got to just remind you that you're tuned in to a little show called Lunch with Laz and Jack, where Laz seems to have made it to the end of the show without crashing today. Yay!
How
At
did
least
that do? Mom's
nobody's.
Magic 8 Ball was wrong today.
Yeah, that Magic 8 Ball was wrong today. But you can
Hey, I
catch
was
us
just
at
playing the odds.
NBNN.info, twitch.tv/Genesis, nom 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 nom, Doritos, twitch.tv/NBNN. And of course, catching us in replays on YouTube, on Twitch, on WRFB Radio Free Britannia. The Britannian Mining Company, the BMC Guild, wants you to become a member. If you're a crazy, like-minded miner type, go out to bmcguild.com/join, fill out an application, and somebody will be with you shortly, like Capheus Forgius or Lomir Idane. Most likely Lomir, though. And if you see those guys in game, you can hit them up for some other information. They'll be happy to chat with you and tell you all the little details you need to know. Also, check out Blackrock Cove for your crafting goods because guild pricing is where it's at. WRFB Radio Free Britannia bringing you the latest news and entertainment 24/7. Shroudmusic.com for ABC file needs. And of course, our favorite sponsor, ShroudMarketplace.com, where we buy and sell our goods. Jack's going to tell you just a little bit about it because we haven't done that in a couple days.
You know, you need to go to shroudmarketplace.com, click on that register button, and buy anything and everything Shroud related, from accounts, game gold, Crowns of the Obsidian, all the way to services. As long as it's not a bannable offense, you can buy it or sell it at Shroud Marketplace. If you want to sell your stuff, you need to click on that vendor registration button.
Tax-free city lot.
Anything and everything Shroud related can be bought or sold at shroudmarketplace.com. You name it, it's there. If it's not there and you have it, put it up for sale. But over 200 different players registered
got
as
some cool stuff. Expert
lots
founders,
of cool stuff up there.
Expert benefactors, lot deeds.
It's like anything and everything, man. Pledge rewards are out there. The only true rares left in the game are pledge rewards.
That's right.
Yes.
Wood pulp, yes, you can find wood pulp out there.
You know what? That has actually been at Shroud Marketplace before. Yeah. So let's see. There is wood pulp at shroudmarketplace.com.
Let's do the search for pulp.
Yes.
Wood scrap, wood pulp, available in bulk. Thousands
at
and thousands.
Yep.
Wood scrap, 12,000 available. Wood pulp in bundles of 2,000 and 1,000. That's right. Everything and anything. We don't joke when we say that here.
And Tina, you are absolutely correct on that. Not all pledge rewards are rares.
Yes.
Because commission-free vendors were a pledge reward.
Yes, that's right. Absolutely.
Tax-free deeds were also pledge rewards.
Yes.
Okay. But it is time for us to go to that giveaway. Click that close button. Then click on that pick a wiener button.
Yes, I've got a copy of Blasphemous up for somebody. It's on sale for $8.49, normally $24.99. And that winner is going to be Bridget Royal. Bridge Troll, do you have that one already? I hope not.
And on my stream, Gindalol was victorious.
Gindalol. Congratulations.
Getting himself a copy of 13 Classic.
13
which is $6.
Classic.
Yeah. So congrats on that. And Tina, you forgot the apostrophe and the E in that you're a wiener. But
a big
congratulations
shout out
to everybody.
Lava Gix, somebody Gixie out there for his sub today, and of course all the rest of you who join us each and every day, because if it wasn't for viewers like you, we wouldn't be here for over 7 years doing this 5 days a week, bringing you the latest news and misinformation right here inside Shroud of the Avatar. But we'll be back with more tomorrow right here on NBNN. Until then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you all tomorrow.
Bye-bye. Clear.